Hi everyone, it's me Wendy, and I'm here to do a flip through of my journal for half of May and June. And I had somebody question me about my username, Hoodlums times 4, Hoodlums x4. It is for my children, my 4 sons, whom I have referred to as my 4 angelic hoodlums, angelic looking hoodlums. They look so angelic, so beautiful children, and they're little bad kids. Not really, they're good kids, but I lovingly refer to them as my hoodlums. And that is why that's my username. Okay. This day, what did I do? I cleaned my craft room. Yahoo! Can you believe it? I cleaned my craft room? Well, it needs it. This is a very small room I'm in. I mean dinky. And it ends up being a catch-all room. Quick, company's coming over. Put that in the craft room. So, yeah, I had to clean that mess. I made a YouTube video on this day. And Skyped, watched some TV. Went to Hobby Lobby and Michael's. I didn't get anything. Ooh, that stinks. We went bowling. This bowling alley, AMF, has this thing where kids 15 and under get free bowling, 3 games a day during the summer. But for the rest of the family, you can buy a family 4-pack, basically, for one price of $39.95. I sound like a commercial. And you can bowl 3 games every day all summer long for free. You have to pay for shoe rental, but we have our own shoes. We bought them one time when they were cheap, and they had this deal going. Anyways, my husband and I went, played our 3 games, and I kicked his butt. I'm not a very good bowler. I hardly ever make it over 100. Every game, we played 3 games, I made it over 100. My lowest was 131. Actually, I hit that twice. That's funny. But I won. Okay, but anyways, he was practicing out some new spins and everything in all fairness. But, you know, I'm going to take it. I won. I never win. So, yahoo. I won. Did some Skype. Went to Joann. Had to buy some stuffing for our chair. Needed more stuffing in the pillow part. Had spaghetti for dinner. This, my son's concert. My son's a senior. And they had their final orchestra concert. He plays the violin. And they were playing the Adagio for strings. Adagio for strings? Yes, Adagio for strings. And it's known as kind of a sad song. And we were told by the teacher that the seniors were going to get up and exit the stage as part of, you know, they're leaving the school. Well, here comes this big crescendo of this song, which I really like, this piece. And my son stands up and tucks his violin under his arm and walks off stage. Boo-hoo! Oh my gosh, it was so sad. It was, oh, yeah, waterfall, crying. Yeah. This is my sister's birthday today. She was on a cruise. Lucky duck. Happy birthday. And here I made a tag. Put some stuff on it and put it in a little pocket of tea that I drank that day. It's decaffeinated tea. A friend of mine knew I wasn't drinking caffeine at night and sent me some tea. Thank you. Skype again. Caught up on my Survivor. Got some pocket letters. I'm looking here, guys. I don't know what's going on. My son and I planted our garden outside. A couple days previous, they tilled the land up, so we were able to plant the garden kind of late. We're doing it late. This day we went to my son's house for a big barbecue, cookout. We were at the lake. The funny thing about the lake, you know, they've got that little rope with little buoys going across, you know, just... You don't have to stay in that area, but that's where recommended. You know, they keep that area clean and free of whatever. But we're playing ball, and you know, when the ball goes over the rope, That's like the danger area. It's like, well, hey, ball went over the rope. Sorry, I'm not going out there. That's dark and black and, you know, piranhas live out there. So we were all talking about how, you know, the rope, it's just a rope, how it made us feel safe in the lake and how going beyond the rope is dangerous and dark and scary. Okay, yeah. I don't know, it's a mindset thing. This danger lurks there. King's Dominion, again, you're going to see a lot of that. We went to Soak City, the water park, that day. Let me see. Yep, they had new water slides and we rode them. They're pretty fun. One of them just zooms you so fast. I slid right off my inner tube. It's really fun. Let's see. Yep, we rode a roller coaster before we left. See, when we go to Soak City, we try to get a roller coaster as the last thing of the night. When we don't go to Soak City, we try to do the Whitewater Canyon. This is Memorial Day. I made a fabric traveler's notebook. I forgot about that. That was so long ago. It feels like it. I made this one. Just a little fabric one. I made another one, but I cut it too short and it's horrible. And yeah. So I made that. My husband had to work. I just wrote what Memorial Day was. And we watched Mr. Selfridge. We started watching this Wayward Pines with Matt Dillon. Let me tell you, I crushed on Matt Dillon when I was younger. Back when he was in Little Darlings and had long hair. Oh my gosh, what a cutie. Well, I don't crush him anymore, you know. Age does things to people. He's, yeah, had a scattered cherries day that day. My computer decided to give me the blue screen of death and it didn't want to boot up, and after messing around and unhooking things and moving hard drives, I was able to get it to boot up enough so that I could save some pictures off of it. So that was kind of cruddy-duddy day. Let's see, that day I was still burning pictures. We watched Game of Thrones. My son bought 2 parakeets. Went to PetSmart and he bought both of these. He bought this yellow one. These were pictures from the flyer, and the blue one, but it looks just like them. He named this one Link and this one Navi from, you know, Zelda, the game. My son had his, pardon me, my youngest son had his course concert that day. And I love how every year they sing this song, because my other sons were in chorus as well, sing this song called Why We Sing, as like the end of it, the end of the year, the last song. And all grades get up and they just surround the auditorium and they all sing. And it is a beautiful song. I absolutely love it. Yeah, our van gave up again. For all of you who follow me and my van problems, it started one last time in the parking lot and it got us home. And then that was it. It didn't start. It was done. We actually had to call a tow company, tow it to that place, and do you know, all along, all these problems was the starter that we got replaced a year prior. Yes. It was a bad starter all this time, so they replaced it for free and everything. Yay! Yay, something finally went right. And then we went to the auction that night, and this just write down what we got. And then this, I didn't finish these, so they're shut together because I forgot about them. Talked to my sister-in-law on the phone. Went to Goodwill. We donated a bunch of stuff. Remember, I was cleaning my attic, so I had to donate. Bought a new camera. My camera bit the dust and just doesn't like to work. It's very sporadically it'll work. Sporadically? It works when it wants to. How about that? So that's what I'm using. See, new camera. See how it works. Skype again. Had to write out my son's invitations for his graduation announcement and his party. I helped my son. I didn't help my son. I sat here and watched my son decorate his cap for graduation the next morning. And he did it with the Zelda theme. He did the Triforce on the top. And he did some of his Raiders and music notes and just everything that represents him. Started reading The Giver. And then here's his graduation day. These are... We had tickets to either in the room, or then they had one where you could sit in the auditorium and watch it on a large screen TV. Well, these were the leftover tickets from the TV, so I just put them in here. But yeah, he did it. He graduated. My son Colin. So very proud of him. My son and his wife came over later on, and we sat outside and played a game, Love Letter. A little card game that's really fun to play. And then right here, guys, right here is a surprise. I will tell you what's under there next video. It's a surprise. June 7th, my husband and son went fishing. And my husband caught the biggest fish he ever caught in his life. That's what he says. It was 15 pounds. And it was a big one. He let it go back in, but not before he got a good picture of it. I played Wizard 101 with my sister while we Skyped. We have a good time doing that. That's just fun. Wizard 101's fun. It's a kid's game, but it's an adult game as well. I have a good time playing it. Had to help my son sew a tank top. I actually joined a swap. Let's see how that goes, right, everyone? I've got high hopes for that one. I went to the Dollar Tree. Blah, 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 blah. My sister and I were getting ready to play Wizard 101 when my other sister called. We'd talk about our vacation. I'm going to the beach with them. So, woo, beach talk. Watch Game of Thrones. I'm listening to Bloody Jack on my audiobook. I've listened to it before. I've just gone back to it. Still reading The Giver. We went to Walmart grocery shopping. This is our grocery list. This is just a list that everybody writes down what they need. And we cooked out on the grill and ate outside. King's Dominion again, half day. Half day for school, right? Figure we go to King's Dominion, hit the water park. Won't be so crowded. Yeah, right. What was I thinking? That place was jam-packed. It was crazy. But we had a good time anyways. And our last ride was the Intimidator. Yes, Intimidator. Which is a very big roller coaster. Very fast roller coaster. It's actually one that when you go down the hill, you almost sort of black out. Well, I love roller coasters, but I don't know. As I've gotten older, I can't do them as much as I used to. It made me sick when I got off. I didn't feel good. I was like, let's go home. I'm ready to go home. I don't feel so good. And that's what they do now. Now, normally I can ride one roller coaster and then wait, and I'll be fine. But that one made me sick that day, which really stinks. It's a fun roller coaster. Last day of school for my son. Yahoo! School's out for summer. Went to the auction. Yay for sleeping in. He got that right. My son left for Florida with his friends for 10 days. I miss him. He's not here. It's quiet. That was Jacob. My other son did a mud run with his girlfriend and their family. And my sister, my youngest son, and I went to King's Dominion. I think it was the hottest day of the year. And I overdid it. I got there. We got there early. We went straight to the largest water slide rides, which have like 800 flights of stairs. And I went up there, you know, because no one's in line. You just keep going, and it about killed me. I think I finally felt my age that day. It did me in. It really did. Even for the rest of the day, we hung out in the wave pool, did some more slides, but the heat and just doing that to a couple rides in the beginning just did me in. And then, see that big muscle? I was sitting on a bench waiting for my son at a roller coaster, and I see him coming, so I go to stand up. Now, I had my arm draped across the back of the bench. I go to stand up. I guess it's so hot and sweltering there that I stand up, and it like rips my arm. It left the biggest bruise I've ever had in my life, because I don't bruise. It's very rare you ever see a bruise on me. It is a huge, humongous, ugly, nasty bruise. So, yay. Yay, what a nice day. Oh, and that's it. That's it. No more torture for you. That's been so far. I got a busy month coming up. The rest of June and July is busy, busy, busy. But it'll be fun. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Bye.